60 feet, 60,000 pounds, teeth the size of your hand. Megalodon was the most terrifying predator that ever lived, and something made it run. Not a meteor, not climate change, not starvation. Something hunted it, and whatever that thing was, scientists believe it never went extinct. In 2023, a research vessel off the coast of New Zealand pulled up something from 3,000 feet below the surface. The footage was immediately handed over to NOAA, the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration. It was never released to the public. The scientists on board reportedly refused to talk about what they saw. One crew member broke their NDA and said 3 words in an online forum before deleting their account. Those 3 words were, "It was alive." This is not a story about Megalodon. This is a story about what killed it. To understand what could possibly threaten Megalodon, you first need to understand just how dominant this creature was. Megalodon ruled Earth's oceans for over 20 million years. 20 million years! For context, humans have existed for roughly 300,000 years. Megalodon was apex predator for 66 times longer than our entire species has been alive. Its bite force? 40,000 pounds per square inch. That's 10 times stronger than a great white shark, strong enough to crush a car like a soda can. It didn't just eat fish, it ate whales. Full-grown 40-foot sperm whales, gone in 2 or 3 bites. Fossil records show Megalodon bite marks on whale bones found literally everywhere. The Atlantic, Pacific, Indian Ocean, Mediterranean Sea. This animal was everywhere. It owned everything. So here's the question that marine biologists have quietly debated for decades. How does a creature like that just disappear? The official answer is simple. Climate change, food shortage, competition from smaller predators. But there's a massive problem with that explanation, and once you hear it, you'll never believe the official story again. The mainstream theory says Megalodon went extinct around 3.6 million years ago when Earth's oceans cooled during an ice age. Whales, its primary food source, migrated to colder, shallower waters that Megalodon supposedly couldn't access. Sounds reasonable, right? Except for one problem. Megalodon was a warm water and deep water predator. Fossil teeth have been found at depths exceeding 10,000 feet. The animal could regulate its body temperature. It had literally survived multiple climate shifts over millions of years without any problem. The second problem? The timeline. When researchers mapped out the fossil record, they found something disturbing. Megalodon didn't slowly decline. It didn't gradually disappear region by region the way you'd expect from a climate-driven extinction. It vanished, rapidly, almost simultaneously across multiple ocean basins. Dr. Catalina Pimiento from the University of Zurich, one of the world's leading Megalodon researchers, published a study noting the extinction pattern was unusually abrupt for a species of this size and dominance. Something wiped it out fast. And around the exact same time Megalodon disappeared from the fossil record, something else shows up. Evidence of a predator that didn't exist before, a predator that apparently came from the deep. In 2014, a research team studying deep ocean sediment layers off the coast of California found fossilized bite marks on Megalodon vertebrae. Not from another Megalodon, the angle and spacing were completely wrong. The marks were consistent with something attacking from below. Something that could target the spine, the most vulnerable part of any large shark. Now, here's where it gets interesting. Scientists have long theorized about the existence of what they call a deep abyssal macropredator, a class of creature that evolved in the pitch-black depths of the ocean below 6,000 feet, where no light penetrates and food is scarce. Evolution in that environment produces something very different from what we know. Creatures adapted to extreme pressure, extreme cold, complete darkness. They develop different hunting strategies, ambush predators that can wait for weeks, then strike with explosive speed. In 2021, researchers at the Schmidt Ocean Institute captured deep-sea footage showing an unidentified creature at 7,200 feet near the Mariana Trench. The object measured approximately 20 to 26 feet. But here's the thing. Whatever it was moving toward the camera, and it turned away. The footage was analyzed. It didn't match any cataloged species. The institute quietly updated their report. The creature was reclassified as unidentified biological entity, and the footage was removed from their public database. Removed, not archived. Removed. One researcher who worked on the footage gave an anonymous interview to a marine biology podcast in 2022. She said the creature had a movement pattern they had never seen before. It moved like it was thinking. And then she said something that nobody on the podcast expected. She said, "We think there's more than one. Here's what we know about the deep ocean. We have explored less than 20% of Earth's oceans. Less than 20%. The deep ocean is not empty space. It is an entire world, with mountain ranges taller than the Himalayas, with plains wider than entire continents, with trenches so deep that Mount Everest would disappear inside them with room to spare. We have found new species, large, significant species, as recently as last year. A new species of beaked whale was confirmed in 2021. A new giant squid feeding behavior was documented in 2023. The ocean is still hiding things. In 2016, NOAA's own underwater microphone network, called the Comprehensive Nuclear Test Ban Treaty Hydrophone Array, picked up an unidentified biological sound. Not geological, not man-made, biological. The sound lasted 47 seconds. It has never been matched to any known species. NOAA's official statement called it a non-identified biological source. Former NOAA researcher Dr. Christopher Fox, who spent years analyzing ocean sounds, told National Geographic that whatever produced that sound, if it was biological, would have to be enormous. His words, "Considerably larger than any creature we've officially documented. Considerably larger, think about that. If something exists in those depths large enough to produce that sound, large enough to have potentially hunted Megalodon, it is down there right now. Right now." As you watch this video, 36,000 feet below the surface of the Pacific Ocean, in complete darkness, in crushing pressure, in freezing cold, waiting. The ocean has kept its secrets for millions of years. We found Megalodon teeth only because they fossilized on the ocean floor and eventually drifted to shallow water. If a creature lives and dies entirely in the deep ocean, its body never surfaces, we would have zero evidence it ever existed. Zero. So, when scientists say there is no evidence of a deep ocean apex predator, remember this: absence of evidence is not evidence of absence. Megalodon ruled this planet for 20 million years. Something ended that reign in a geological blink. And in the 3.6 million years since, not once has anything filled that top predator role in the deep ocean. Why? Maybe because something already has that role. Maybe because everything else, everything we know about, already knows to stay away. Sleep well.